गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ब्रह्मा आत्मन्वदसृजत
तदकामयत
समात्मनापद्येते आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै दशमगुं भूतः प्रत्यशृणोतु स दशभूतो भवत् दशभूतो हवैना मैषः तं वा एतं दशभूतगुं सन्तं दशभूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै सप्तमगुं भूतः प्रत्यशृणोतु स सप्तभूतो भवत् सप्तभूतो no is the latest version.
You changed it to Swan.
Sairam, 1 second. What happened? I thought I changed all of that. 1 minute. Okay, 1 second. Okay, also all of you please chant in scale. Did you open the latest one, right? 9:08 a.m. this morning. Did I make a wrong one? Pratipurusham ātmarakṣā. Oh, Pratyasruno. The one I have is the correct one. 1 minute. The one I am seeing here. Okay, let me email it to you. Maybe that is. Email it to you, Satish. Who is that? S.K. Damaraj. Okay. Okay, local copies. Okay, thank you. Which file you wanted? The one that says Mahānyāsam and it has two folders. Uh, mm, okay. Let me post. I'll post the Word file. Maybe you can open that. Maybe it didn't save properly. I don't know. Beats me. ब्रह्मा आत्मन्वदसृजत तदकामयत समात्मना पध्येयेते आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै the saptamagam, right? We were finished the samagam, right? ब्रह्मात्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै सप्तमगुं हूतः प्रत्यशृणोतु सप्तहूतो भवत् सप्तहूतो हवैनामैषः तं वा एतं सप्तहूतगुं सन्तम्
शब्दहोतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः
आत्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै षष्ठगुं हूतः प्रत्यशृणोतु
षड्ढूतो भवत्
षड्ढूतो हवैनामैषः
तं वा एतगुं षड्
Why did you all stop? Okay.
No,
Atman-Atman-Nityamantrayat. Atman-Atman-Nityamantrayata.
तस्मै षष्ठगुं हूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स षड्ढूतो भवत् षड्ढूतो हवैनामैषः तं वा एतगुं षड्ढूतगुं सन्तम् षड्ढूतेत्याचक्षते
परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत
तस्मै पञ्चमगुं हूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स पञ्चहूतो भवत् पञ्चहूतो हवैनामैषः तं वा एतं पञ्चहूतगुं सन्तम् पञ्चहूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै चतुर्थगुं हूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स चतुर्हूतो भवत् चतुर्हूतो हवैनामैषः तं वा एतं चतुर्हूतगुं सन्तम् चतुर्हूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः तमब्रवीत् त्वं वै मे
In the current way. Why current? Power loss. Tamabravit. Tamabravit.
त्वं वै मे नेदिष्टगुं हूतः प्रत्यश्रौषीः त्वयैनानाख्यातार इति
Michael Sariya. Ever 50% are waiting for the next person to chant. Okay. Tamabravit. You want me to chant Tamabravit again?
Yes, please.
Huh? Okay, by the way, you are chanting in one note less than what you should be chanting, so I had to adjust it. आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयता
आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयता आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयता
तस्मै चतुर्धगुं हूतः प्रत्यशृणोतु
तस्मै चतुर्थगुं हूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् तस्मै चतुर्थगुं
हूतः
हूतः
प्रत्यशृणोत्
प्रत्यशृणोत्
स चतुर्हूतो भवत्
स चतुर्हूतो भवत् स चतुर्हूतो भवत्
चतुर्हूतो हवैनामैषः
चतुर्हूतो हवैनामैषः चतुर्हूतो हवैनामैषः
तं वा एतञ्चतुर्हूतगुं सन्तम्
तं वा एतं चतुर्हूतगुं सन्तम् तं वा एतं चतुर्हूतगुं सन्तम्
चतुर्हूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण
चतुर्हूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण चतुर्हूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण
परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः
परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः
तमब्रवीत्
तमब्रवीत्
त्वं वै मेनेदिष्ठगुं हूतः प्रत्यश्रौषीः
त्वं वै मेनेदिष्टगुं हूतः प्रत्यश्रौषीः त्वं वै मेनेदिष्टगुं हूतः प्रत्यश्रौषीः
त्वयैनानाख्यातार इति
त्वयैनानाख्यातार इति त्वयैनानाख्यातार इति
तस्मान्नु हैनागुंश्चतुर्होतार इत्याचक्षते
तस्मान्नु
तस्मान्नु हैनागुंश्चतुर्होतार इत्याचक्षते तस्मान्नु I said tasmannu, you have to stop at tasmannu. Yeah. Tasmannu hainagum chaturhotara ityachakshate.
तस्मान्नु हैनागुं चतुर्होतार इत्याचक्षते तस्मान्नु हैनागुं चतुर्होतार.
Not chaturhotara, chaturhotara. So also it is not tasmannu, you have to say nu. Yeah? Tasmannu hainagum chaturhotara ityachakshate.
तस्मान्नु हैनागुं चतुर्होतार इत्याचक्षते तस्मान्नु हैनागुं चतुर्होतार इत्याचक्षते
तस्माच्छुश्रूषुः Putranagum hridyatamaha.
तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः
Tasmaat shushrushuf.
तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः
Chu. Tasmaat shushrushuf.
तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः
Putranagum
पुत्राणागं
hridyatamaha.
हृद्यतमः
Tasmaat shushrushuf putranagum hridyatamaha.
तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः
Putranagam hridyatamaha.
पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः
Shushrushuf putranagam hridyatamaha.
शुश्रूषुः पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः
Shushrushuf putranagam
हृद्यतमः
Tasmaat shushrushuf putranagam hridyatamaha.
तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः तस्मात् शुश्रूषुः पुत्राणागं हृद्यतमः
Nedishto hridyatamaha.
नेदिष्ठो हृद्यतमः नेदिष्ठो हृद्यतमः
Nedishto brahmano bhavati.
नेदिष्ठो ब्रह्मणो भवति नेदिष्ठो ब्रह्मणो भवति
Ya evam veda.
य एवं वेद य एवं वेद
Atmane namaha.
आत्मने नमः आत्मने नमः
Okay. This mantra, that last one, is the conclusion of the ātmarakṣā kartavyam. What we're talking about in this mantra, in the beginning of the creation, the one and the only one has called out from, he wanted to replicate himself. And when he decided to, he or she, doesn't matter, or that, it doesn't say he or she here. Brahma atmanvat asrujata. Brahma means the Supreme Brahman. Atmanvat asrujata. And then after it created this other entity, what did it should do? It wanted to become one with it. Tadakamayata. Samatmana padyayeti. Then it decided to unite with that which was called out from itself. Replicated itself and then wanted to get it back. And then what did it say? Atma, 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 Atma. Kept on calling. After 10 times of calling, then there was a response back. Hey, yes, I am here. And therefore the one who responded after 10 times being called is called Dashahuta. However, in the world he is known as Dashahota. Why? Because the elder ones would like to call their progeny with some slight modification of their name. If his name is Krishna, they'll call him Kittu. If the name is Adya, they'll call Adu. No, that is why? Because of love. And especially if the grandson or granddaughter is named after the grandfather, the grandmother cannot call that child by that name because it's disrespectful. Then she'll modify the name and call him something else. And now we don't care about all that. But if they don't call Ade, Vada, no, that's the only thing we have to worry about. Ade, Ere, Trara, ante appudu. But so what they're saying is, why it happens like that? Because gods would like to refer to that which came out in an indirect reference. Paroksha priya ivahi deva. Paroksha, pratyaksha. Paroksha means indirect. By indirect names they would like to be calling their loved ones. So then what happened? Another entity came out. How many times? 7 times. After 7th time, that fellow responded. Atma, 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 calling, no answer. It's like the kid who went away from the home to college. They'll never call you back and they will never return your call also. You're calling, hey, where are you? Where? Why you are so worried about? I'm fine. Why I have to call you all the time? Sounds familiar? I will call you when I want to call you. You don't expect a return call from me. You understand? So Atma, this fellow called 7 times. And after 7th time he responded. Then therefore he became? Then the name is changed to Saptahota. Hota. Then another entity came. This time how many times? 6 times. Therefore he is called Shadhota. His name is Shadhuta. Shat plus Huta becomes Shadhuta. Shadhuta became Shadhota. Then another entity, 5 times. Then he's called Panchahota. His name is Huta. Yes. And then 4th guy, 4 times. Atma. Then he responded. God, the Parabrahman, was very happy. This fellow is the one that responded to me on the shortest number of calls. Therefore he said, because you responded most quickly, you are the nearest and the dearest. Just like grandchildren are there, 5 grandchildren, one fellow is always waiting for grandfather to call. How come you didn't call me? 2 days ayindi tata. How come you didn't call me? What happened to you? That becomes closer. The guy who is not answering, even after 10 times. You understand? Same principle also applies. The same love replicates everywhere. Even from God level also it is replicating. So then he said, Are, you are the one very close to me. But let me tell you, from now on, the other 4 guys, they will also be called by your name only. They will be known by your name, not by their names. What does all this mean? What does all this mean? Then suddenly we said they call this ātmarakṣā kartavya. Protecting this atmic consciousness within us. That is the beauty of this. And this is from Taittiriya Brahmanikam. So first we have to understand what is Atma. For that you have to come to study circle. Gita Vahini. Right now we are studying what is Atma. What is Atma? What is Atma? You don't know? Sure? No? What? You are sure you don't know? Okay, very good. That's a very smart answer. Because if somebody says they know, they really don't know. The one who says that they know really don't know. And the one who knows will always say, I don't know. So which category you belong to? Huh? You don't think I know. Yes. It's even more powerful answer. You guys don't know what spiritual truths you are speaking. Because the one who understands the spiritual truth can connect to that. Understand? Yeah. So, I don't think I can know. Or I don't think I know. You don't think I know. Yes. But what is this stuff everybody ātmarakṣā, Ananda Raman. We all sing ātmarakṣā, Paramatma, Jivatma, Dehatma, Gaunatma, Pratyagatma. How many Atmas are there? These are all the language they use in spiritual talks. Jivatma, Paramatma, that Atma, this Atma, small I, biggest I, smallest I. You know all this language? We created all this language. Arey, there are only two eyes, the one fellow said. There are only two eyes, you understand? There are only two eyes. But each eye is one small, one big, like this. Like ekakshi. Is it like that? No, both are same size. Why God gave you two eyes of same size? Why God gave you 2 ears with the same thing, 2 nostrils, but only 1 mouth, but you use it the most. Both for talking and eating also. So what is this Atma business? What is this? Any takers? Now don't say, I don't know because I cannot know, I'm realized. Don't give that answer. Huh? That is not the answer, even though that is the truth. We have to put an effort to come close to it because he's calling 10 times, 4. How many times he's calling? Now, this is a beautiful introspection about what this divine principle of Atman is. And now you have to ask the question, what is this Atman? Why did this Atman, which is one, decided to create another entity? How did all this happen? Why did it happen to begin with? The guy who is sitting there happily should be sitting there. Why he created me and threw me all the trouble to the world? Why? This is another question they ask. God is love, and why suddenly he decided to create all this creation and all this stuff? What is the reason for that? Yeah. You understand? Very important question. So let's understand what at least the words mean. Don't worry about realizing them. That is true that you can't know the Atman, and if you knew it, you can't even tell what it is. And if you knew it, you won't be sitting here along with me. But what is the, you can, I'm going to stop sharing so that I can see the people. Sham, are you connecting? Are you syncing? Are you syncing?
Yes, I'm syncing, Uncle. Even if I understand why everything, what would that help? If I understand why, would it change anything? Sorry. I was thinking, would it change anything if I understood?
That's a beautiful question. You understand? That's a beautiful question. Hey, why I need to even understand all of it? It's not going to change any damn thing. I am going to be who I am anyway. Why do I need to bother about it? Yeah, very important question. So why do I care to know about it even? I am here just to learn some Mahānyāsam mantras. Teach me and leave me alone. Why you are forcing me to know all of this stuff? And on the top of it, study circle also. Study has become circle. Now, you see this Mahānyāsam class on Zoom, there used to be 40, 50 people. So they all went home. I mean, they all said, this stuff is not for me, man. This is too much. But then suddenly if the next yajna is happening, and then we say, we are going to chant Mahānyāsam, and your group will be chanting today, they will all come back to Zoom. Because the only incentive for them is to learn something and repeat. That is the process. They have no interest in actually knowing what this all damn thing means. Happy, let's be chanting, right, Sangha? No. Uh, So this is the question that we studied in study circle. Some brothers asked the question, why you are bothering me with all of this? How do I care to, why do I care to understand all of this stuff? Yes, that's what is called the negative theory, called not knowing. I don't care. Right now I have life. I want to enjoy it. There ends the matter. Who cares? Atma, Paramatma, Jivatma. It's all what it is. I don't need to care. So therefore, let me enjoy this life. That's called nastikatvam, hopelessness. I have no hope to learn it, to know any of this stuff. Let me not care about it. Yes? Negative. Completely negative. Then there are other people that answered in the study circle, right? We went through, I'm summarizing study circle. Some people said, no, it kind of makes me have some kind of a purpose to know and some kind of intrigued. I'm intrigued by it, and so that I can become better. Yes, that is one perspective. Those are called religious people. That's what religion does. What is religion promising? If you live better now, then you are guaranteed a spot in heaven. So you better do all good things now. So you have secured place. 1-bedroom apartment in Maui for 3 weeks vacation, paid vacation. You can enjoy life, no work, and therefore you will be happy. And after that paid vacation is over, they're kicked back again, back to Sacramento and living in 1-bedroom apartment. Or a mansion in Folsom with 2 people living in a 5-bedroom house, and then paying a lot for the housemaid to clean the house. They're supporting housemaids in the Folsom and El Dorado Hills area. Okay, so that is the second category of people. I want to do good now so that I will have a better life after death. And the people around them are wondering, what happens to the life now? You are not enjoying life now. Why do it? So that is the second. But the third category is the most beautiful, and that's what Swami points in Gita Vahini. That's what Bhagavan Krishna has given in Gita Vahini. He mentions all these things, by the way. And on the top of it, he said, the one that actually wants to understand this and become aware of it, right? They will neither have death or birth. That's the purpose of it. So what is it that doesn't have death, the death and the birth? And if you want to connect to that entity, or at least try to become aware of it, that one is called Atma. Now, I don't even understand what the hell you're talking, Yes, Chandra, that's the thought process in your head right now. Spot on. Okay, so what is the definition of the word Atma? Let's forget about all that Atmic knowledge. At least try to understand the word. The Atma, the word Atma has the root meaning of it, are called etymology. Etymology means the root of each word. The root of that is called 3 meanings to this word Atma. The first one is called apnote iti Atma. Apnoti means that which is all pervading is Atma. First root meaning. Second, it not only pervades it, but it also engulfs it and take control of it. You understand? Second, just listen to the words only. Don't try to figure it out. What is it? Don't figure it. Just there is a thing called all pervading. It's pervading every place. It not only pervades it, but once it pervades it, it is because of it, the one in which it is pervading, has any existence whatsoever. Second definition. Apnote Atma. Second one is Ate Atma. And then Antarva Atma means the what that only exists. In which it exists doesn't matter. You understand? Actually, what exists is that the one in which it is pervading and taking control, that doesn't really matter. That will come and go, but this one will remain. This is staying forever. 3 definitions. What are the 3 definitions? First one is all pervading. Second is taking control of that which it is pervading. Third is that only exists and the one into which it entered doesn't exist. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Huh? Never mind. First one is called the one in which it exists doesn't matter. Yeah. And never mind. Oh my God. What is this stuff? Oh, this is very interesting. Are you intrigued to know about it? Yeah, more. By the way, do you know what day today is? What is the day today?
No.
Sunday. What's the significance of today?
Navratri, is it first day?
Navratri, 9 nights of happiness. Enjoy, go for Gollu, get some sundal. Sundal. 9 nights of sundal at home. That is what Navratri for me is. I am like, please don't go for this sundal. Cook some rice and dal, and at least cook some rice, put some avakai outside. That is what I want. No more sundal business, Oh my God. And the Navaratri means I'm like terrified. Is that what it is? Did anybody call you for Goluda day, Shama?
No.
Yeah, during come to sacrament, they're all waiting to feed you sundal. So, but today is what date?
October 15th.
Very good. Do you know what the significance of it is? అమ్మా చెప్పని ఏమని నీ పుట్టినరోజు వాళ్ళ చెప్పు అది కూడా ఓకే Abdul Kalam's birthday. Oh, fantastic. October 15th, 1918. October 15, 1918. What is that? Shirdi Sai Mahasamadhi Day. You get up in the morning at 4:30. That's what comes to mind. Not Navaratri and all. That's how he has taken over. All controlling. No longer, this doesn't exist. He's all pervading and all controlling. Everything happening on this thing only. Interesting. Oh, today is Mahasamadhi of Shirdi Baba. That's how you wake up in the morning. That's how controlling it is. Sri Mata, Sri Mahārāඥī, Srimat Simhasaneshwari. If you understand these 3 words, that is what we are describing as Atma. Sri Mata, the one who gave birth. Sri Mahārāඥī, the one who is controlling. Srimat Simhasaneshwari. She is the only one in command, nothing else matters. What did we talk about, Atma? Doesn't matter, never mind, yeah. Now you are going to use it against your parents now. I know your plan, Arey, Ashrit, go do your homework. Doesn't matter. Did you ask for food? Never mind. That's what's going to happen. What happened to her? Oh, she's sleeping. Play. Okay. So, this beautiful thing that we're talking about, it's the ultimate. It's all-knowing. And it is all pervading. And it is all potent. What are the 3 words in English for that? All-knowing is omniscience. All-controlling, omnipotent. All-present, all-pervading, omnipresence. Oh my God. That is what it is. Now we are looking at its properties. First we talked about what it does. Second, what are its properties, capabilities. And then the third thing about it, it is everlasting. Of course, it only exists means it's everlasting. It is completely blemishless, pure. It is unattached, free. Those are the next three properties of it. Okay, now you should be intrigued about it. I mean, if there is an entity like that, if there is an entity like that, oh my God, it's everything and it's anything. In Sanskritam, it's called Nitya, everlasting, Shuddha, blemishless, Buddha, enlightened, Mukta, liberated. Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta. You understand? Just the words itself. You don't have to do anything. Just write down these words and say, there is an entity like this. Oh, what that could be? And how could that be? Not only that, its nature, as I mentioned, Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, but it is the formless and it is also having the form. It is Nirakara, it has no form, but it gives presence to a form, Sakara. It is Nirguna, it has no attributes, but it pervades all the gunas and therefore make the gunas appear, therefore Saguna. Guna means attribute, property. It has no properties, but it enters into, just like what we talked about, it enters into some property and expresses through those properties. Are we there so far? The words are making sense. If the words are not understood, then you have no. When it is not moving, it is ultimate. With movement, it appears as the world. When it is not moving, it's 100% not connectable. That's the formless. As the formless, it doesn't have any movement. But it appears as the world when it moves. Or is that making sense? How do we understand that? How do I understand? It's like the ocean. The ocean has no waves when you go into it. Still. But the waves are coming from the ocean only. By the way, this is so amazing. Swami's thought for the day in the last few weeks is all about this only. Because he knows we are doing this study in study circle. And therefore he connects us. Just look at yesterday's thought for the day. You will be amazed. About the world and the Sat, he's talking about that. So then what does all this mean? How do we understand that? Current is there. Does current have a form? Better not. Do you see the current? You don't see the current. If you feel it, you won't be there to report it. If you feel it, you can't report it anymore. You understand? So better not feel the current. Don't feel it. However, if the current is not there, the bulb won't light. The fan won't run. So it is present in that which is functioning through it, but yet without it, this won't exist. The light in the bulb doesn't exist without the current, right? Now, when that disappears, this bulb is useless. So, what is the bulb here?
Matter.
Only the body. How the mind is the bulb? If somebody understood you, say the light bulb went on, went off. Tube light, in India, 1 gallo takes a tick, and then they're moving the start, the whatever they call the starter, whatever, choke. What is that? Starter. Choke. The guy is choking. So to understand something, right now you are all getting choked. They started him. What is he talking about? What light is he talking about? So you understand now what is the concept of this now? Why this one should create any damn thing, right? It can be as if it is very happy. Hakuna Matata. They call in, Hakuna Matata. Nobody knows. What is it? Who says Hakuna Matata? The guy who says it, Pumbaa. Yeah, Pumbaa. Hakuna Matata. So if you don't want to know anything, Hakuna Matata. Now you begin to know something, then this will, take your mind away. Literally. And therefore, what we are talking about, why it should create itself. Then it's like saying, you cannot answer that question, why? If you ask the question, why did the ocean become the wave? Why did the ocean create the froth? Why did the bubble come from the ocean? All of these things, no? Ocean can just simply sit like this. Why it has to come all the way and then creating all this commotion, beach and all of that stuff? Why it has to happen? You can't answer it. The answer to that is because ocean is so infinite, and therefore it has this natural movement of that, creates the wave, creates the bubble, creates the froth, creates all these things. So how did ocean become all that stuff? Because of its movement. So therefore this also, when it moved, all these waves, all this froth, all these bubbles, which is called this world, has happened. Why it moved? That is the problem. If we did not move, we would not all be here. Now that we are here, you have to understand. Now, if that is all there, how do we understand that is all there and all of this is irrelevant? Because right now, right, you have what is actually in this four walls, what is there? Space. Is this space actually relevant? You can change the space tomorrow, right? You can put some divider. Right now they put that stuff for the group 1 children or whatever, and they will take it out. Until then it's a classroom. After that, what happens? It's all one space. What is in us? Yeah, better be space. Nothing else is there. Because what happens? Halloween is coming, no? Halloween is coming. What are the things hanging around? The spiders, skeletons, yeah. What is in the skeleton?
Space.
Bone. What is in the bone? Space. What if you take out all that space? Who are you? Dead. That is the right answer. Space, ra. Who are you? Space. Nothing. Right now in this cup, what is there? Water. This cup is moving. What is moving? The cup and the water are moving. Just pay attention. Water alone is not moving. Pay attention. What's moving? Cup and the water. What about the space in the cup? Pay attention. Is the space moving? So if this body is the cup and it is filled with this thing called water, the cup is the body, the water is the mind, and it is filled with space. I'll create more. There is more space now. So if you understood that principle, to begin with, what is there? Yeah, just pay attention to that only. Don't forget about Atma. Right now we substitute Atma with space. Is space all pervading? Yes. And now, is space taking control of what it is pervading? Of course it is. Of course it is. And then, what remains after you are dead? There you go. Did the space die? No. Hey Shyam, are you thinking or sinking? Sinking.
I'm thinking, I'm connecting.
Are you connecting now? Yeah. So if you can understand and become aware of that which is called space, and that principle is so perfectly applying, for right now, don't worry about Atma, call Atma the space. And all these principles apply. But space is something that you can physically, what? Can you physically feel the space? Can you physically, yeah, right now you're trying, yeah. Are you physically feeling the space? No. Impossible. You cannot feel the space. Go ask any physicist in the world. Go ask any physicist in the world. Define for me physically, scientifically, what is space? And if somebody says where there is no matter, that is nonsense. Huh? Everything is suspended in space, not just us. Swami, in one discourse, he was talking, and then suddenly he asked in Telugu, Meeranta Purnachandra Hallo unnara, Purnachandra Hallu meelo unda? He asked that question. Suddenly, when he asked that question, oh, this went off like, oh my God, what is he talking about? Oh, this was some decades ago. I was listening to his discourse. And when he said that in Telugu, are you in Purnachandra Hall, or is the Purnachandra Hall in you? Then it immediately occurred. Oh, he's talking about so profound, so simple, so elegant example. So if what we all see as space is something we all connect to in common parlance, but none of us can actually experience that space or can even physically define that space. And after all of these things, the space that is out there, because it is infinite, even looks blue in color as the sky. What is all of this stuff? What is all of this stuff? So you understand now? Atma, as described in this ātmarakṣā kartavya, three principles that are applied. The three principles are all pervading. Apnoti iti atmaha, atteh iti atmaha, ataterva iti atmaha. And then this atma by definition is everlasting, nitya shuddha buddha mukta is what it is. It is omniscient, omnipresent and omnipotent. And it moved. And when it moved, came the wave. Oh, you take another example of the gold. The gold in this ring is all pervading. Yes, it is all pervading. Not only all pervading, it is because of the gold this ring got this shape. You take the gold out, what remains? Huh? Space. But does the ring remain? Does the ring remain? Can you show me this ring without the gold? You cannot. You cannot. Take the gold out, there is no ring anymore. You understand? So that moved. Now what is this business about calling 10 times? Once it is moved, one wave went off. And it went so far off. And this ocean is saying, hey, come back to me. I want to merge with you. Huh? Imagine you are the ocean. A wave broke off from you. And they're saying, hey, you belong to me. I want to merge with you. Come back. Ultimately, the wave has to go back and merge in the ocean only. It has no other thing. You understand? It has to go back and merge. Its destiny is, it came from the wave, from the ocean. It has to. Now I'll give you another clue. What is the fundamental material that is present in both ocean and the wave? Water. The wave is the world. The ocean is what is called God or Ishvara. The water is what is called Atman. Wow. You understand now? Another definition came. Suddenly, who is this Ishvara guy came? Suddenly, Ishvara. Huh? Ishvara. Ishvara is the ocean. That means that water that is infinite decided to move, created the world. Oh, are we all connecting? Hello, don't bliss out. Hello, Sairam. You're not crying, right? Okay. Okay. Suddenly, what happens to the wave? I don't want her to. My God, I'm going to merge after this. What happens to all my wife, my husband, children, everybody? No, you don't care about them. Okay, then we know that. Okay. So, so that ocean, the water which is infinite became the ocean, and the natural power in it is called Shakti, and that Shakti associated with that water became Ishvara. So Ishvara is water plus infinity and power. What is God? God is infinity, existence, and from which came the whole world. Ishvara is Paramatma or Brahman plus Maya or Shakti. Now, where are we going with this? Who is the guy called 10 times? Who is the guy called 7 times, 5 times, 4 times, 6 times, 4 times? Who are these guys? Huh? Huh? There's, oh, why suddenly what happened to number 9, number 8? What happened to them? Yeah, very important. Okay. I'm so proud, there are people in this satsang that have been thinking about this for the past 1 week. They could not sleep. I can imagine the people with whom they are living. And that sister explained to me all things, everything. What is 9? What is 7? I was like totally bowled. I said, my God, something is working in the center. Swami is doing, at least doing something to some people in the center. So the word hota means the doer. The one that is huta means the one who is called upon. You understand? Dasha huta became dasha hota. Hota means the one who is doing something. Huta means the one who is called upon. Now, all of them got their identity from who? Brahman. Yes. Yes. Atma, Brahman, whatever. And therefore they are not separate from the Brahman, isn't it? Huh? They were sent out to do some action. The wave went out to wet somebody. You understand? So this guy who is called 10 times is nothing but Dasharatha. 10. What are the 10? The 10 indriyas associated with the body. So the body, the gross body, the guy who is indulged in all the 10 senses and pulled by them, will take the longest time to hear the call of God. Oh, are you hearing right now? Okay, very good. So that is why he is the guy, the 10. Who is the 7? I gave one clue already. I gave the clue of the body, the 10 senses. And the guy who is filled with these 7 dhatus, the tissues, and only the functioning of those 7 dhatus or tissues, again, gross matter. We went through the purification of all those in the previous mantra, right? Manoj, Jyotir, Jushatam, all those things are purification of the dhatus. And the 6 are the tendencies within us. Who are the 6 tendencies? Hello, we should be knowing the 6 tendencies. Huh? English. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Tell them in English. Tell them in English.
Desire.
Just like you said, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya.
Desire.
Tell them in English. Anger.
Greed. Jealousy. Lust.
Kama is not anger.
Desire.
Kama is a desire.
Anger.
Krodha is anger.
Greed.
Lobha, greed.
Lust.
Lust అయిపోయింది. Kama, Krodha, Lobha అయిపోయింది. Next moha. Okay. Detachment, attachment. One Buddhist guy asked, his master, Lama, can monks send emails? And the Lama said, yes, without attachments. Okay. Okay, moha, mada, arrogance, matsarya, jealous. Okay. Now, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, matsarya. Tell them in English.
They don't rhyme.
It won't rhyme. Rhyme gadu. You are all programmed. Just programmed like chilakalu. Huh? We have no... So the six tendencies, they will actually are closer than the gross one. Because we are going subtler and subtler. You see that? From gross, 10 senses and the gross body, we came to the 7 fundamental tissues, then the 6 tendencies, and the 5? Malli 5 senses. 10 senses lo 5 undi kada? Hello, Sai Rama, mathematics. In 10 there is 5, no? Okay, thank you. Thank you. What are the 5? The 5 pranas, the life forces within us, they are even subtler than those tendencies of the mind. And who is the 4? మా టోటల్ బ్లాంక్ ఇక్కడంతా అసలు ఒక ఫేస్ చూస్తుంటే కౌన్ బనేగా కరోడ్పతి. Sairam, I think we are 3 o'clock. On that, we will be right back. After Navaratri is over, there will be some illumination that will happen in the center. The 9 nights so next week there is no Veda class. There is the Chandi Homa is there, and I know Radhika will do the announcements. So there is no Mahānyāsam class next week, and so we will reconvene after next Sunday. We have 2 weeks to do contemplation on this. Who are the 4? What is the 4? Homework. Okay. Sairam, yes. Let's close with Yanama. Are we good? Adakshara Pada Brashtam, and then we'll go to the announcement and study circle. Please come to study circle. It's a beautiful thing happening in study circle. I feel bad for the teachers, quite honestly, because this whole thing in Gita Vagini, Swami is going through this detailed level of connecting to this incredible Om Sri Sai Gita Bodhakaya Namaha, 108 names. Om Sri Sai Gita Bodhakaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sujnana Margadarshakaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Jnana Swarupine Namaha. That is what is the beauty of study circle. It is all about awareness. Jai Sai Ram. Om Yadakshara Pada Brashtam Matra Hinantu Yad Bhavet Tat Sarvam Shamyatam Deva Narayana Namostute Visarga Bindu Matrani Pada Padaksharani Cha Nyunani Chatiriktāni Kshamasva Sāyeshvara Anyatha Sahasrāni Kriyante Harnisham Maya Dasoyamiti Mam Matva Kshamasva Sāyeshvara Anyatha Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Mama Tasmat Karunya Bhavena Raksha Rakshasa Ishvara. Om Tat Sat Sri Sai Ishwararpanamastu. Om